I'm Brian Johnson, and this episode of Better Cocktails at Home, I was hoping to actually get your feedback and your opinions about what we should put on our back bar here. So our bar project is almost complete, at least this portion of it. I have other stuff still I'm working on, but the shelving, that kind of stuff for holding bottles is done, which is awesome. And so I really only have these two shelves here that are really going to hold bottles. I probably have some really squat bottles that might work up here, but mostly I'm going to put bitters, that kind of stuff up there. So I really have these two shelves to kind of put bottles at. And I've estimated it's going to hold about 50, maybe just under 50 bottles on these two rows. And so we have, I think, about 120 bottles on our entire inventory. So I'm gonna have to choose, a third, a little under a third of those, or over a little under half of those to put on here. So I'm gonna show you is go through every bottle inventory. So it's gonna take a few minutes, but at least give you a chance to kind of see some of the bottles that we've had. Some we've had for a long time, some are pretty new that I've gotten recently. But I was going to show them all to you and then get your opinions. So feel free to comment, suggest a couple bottles, or if you want to make a huge list and suggest all 50 that I should put up here, go for it. So I'm going to take you back into the room behind this wall, which is where I've got kind of our extra shelves with all of our bottles on it right now. And that's where we're going to go. So come on, let's go take a look. Hello, so we're in the room behind the one we were just in where our bar is. This is actually pretty much our laundry room. Like I said, we've got a big shelf here that we bought for holding a lot of bottles. This is going to be kind of storage for us, and then obviously a lot of the bottles are going to be coming out into the new bar. So I'm going to go through all of these and then try not to butcher as many of the names as I possibly can. Maybe I'll give a few comments about each one, but just want to kind of show you a lot of the stuff that we have, because I don't think I've ever actually made a video featuring every bottle that we have in our collection. So I think this is actually going to be kind of a cool little thing. So sit back, maybe pour yourself a little something, and we'll kind of go through it a little bit. All right, so Big Gin. This is a nice gin, distilled in Seattle. I really like it. I believe it has 5 ingredients, and it's pretty cool what they do with that in terms of flavor. This is Merlot's strawberry liqueur. This is super tasty. I've had this bottle for a while. I haven't seen it on the shelves much anymore where I live. Fernet Branca, of course, it's a pretty standard bottle. Plantation Original Dark. This is kind of one of my standard dark kind of rum pours, sort of. Bitter Truth, Pimento Dram. So essential in so many tiki drinks. Very tasty. I don't know if I have any All Saint Elizabeth Allspice. Well, we'll see if we do later. Lavender Wild Rose liqueur. This comes from distillery in the San Juan Islands of Washington State, and they make a ton of really cool products. And that one's really interesting and just goes great in like kind of summery drinks. Unopened Dolin Vermouth. Probably not going to store it back there long term, obviously. Let's see. Plantation Jamaican Rum. That one's pretty new to me. Super tasty. I like it a lot so far. Big old bottle of Dorley's 5-year. This is again kind of another kind of standard rum pour for me. The cost is pretty good, and it's a decent product. Cam and Sons Ginseng Spirit. So this is produced in the UK. I don't think they actually sell it in the US, but I've had this bottle for a long time. It's a really interesting product. Ray and Nephew White Overproof. This is one of my favorites for adding just a little bit of funk to tiki drinks. Rum Fire is kind of an equivalent, but this is the bottle I have right now, and I enjoy it. Sazerac Rye, one of my favorite rye whiskeys. I love the bottle. It always just feels really good in the hand, and I love making drinks with it. Let's see. Giffard Strawberry Liqueur. So maybe we should do a shootout between the Merlot and the Giffard. Apparently that one is almost gone. Ancho Reyes. This is a new bottle I picked up not too long ago. I'm really enjoying it so far. But yeah, it's a new one. We've got Green Chartreuse, of course, standard. Getting towards the bottom. Plantation Pineapple Rum. Lovely little bottle. Vilho Barrio Cachaça. I think I butchered that one, but I always do. Love this product for the price. It's super tasty. Durley's White Rum. Another kind of just standard rum. It's a decent one. Almost gone. Odd Society Cream de Cassis. This is from a distillery up in Vancouver, Canada. And it's just a really rich product. And it's great in classic cocktails. Miletti's Amaro. Love this stuff. And so that's kind of that's my like temporary stuff. Oh, I forgot this bottle, I think. Kirkland Signature Añejo. You know, it's not bad. It's fine. It passes muster. Now let's move on to the large shelves. So I'm going to try not to break anything. Try not to mess anything up too much while still going through things. So maybe I'll start back to front. And I had these organized well when we kind of moved into our new house. And then it just has kind of slowly deteriorated over time. Because I knew we were working on it anyway, so I didn't really care that much because I knew we were going to be transferring a lot of these out of here. So we have a bottle of Kuala Scotch here. We've got some Linkwood 15 Space Side Scotch. We've got some Belvini Caribbean Cask, 14 years. This one's almost gone. Redbreast 12-year Irish whiskey. And then, well, I'll just try my best. So these are both Clear Creek apple brandy bottles. This is older. I don't think they make this one anymore. So this one's aged 4 years and this one is only aged 2 years. So it'd be cool to, hopefully I can do a little comparison of those one day. I've got a little bit left of some peach brandy. This is Kuchen peach brandy. I think it was out of California. I got this bottle from a friend a long time ago and I just kind of slowly been working at it. A bottle of Hennessy Master Blender Selection number 3. My wife got this when she went to Portland Cocktail Week last year and she spoke and gave a conference to all the awesome bartenders there. And that was the gift they gave her. It's an awesome bottle. Hennessy Pure White Cognac. Another one that I think this is kind of a European product. I don't think I've seen it in the US very much. And then Hibiki Japanese whiskey. Really enjoy that stuff. The Hakushu 12-year. Another one that's going towards the bottom. But it is delicious. Hennessy's VS Cognac. Kind of like my standard cognac pour. Because I can get it pretty easy and it's decent. And yeah. Aperol. Of course, good old standard. Those are just fun little boxes of stuff. Knob Creek Bourbon 9-year. This one's been kind of one of my standard bourbon pours. Like it's good for the price and it's holds up well in cocktails. It's 100 proof. Let's see, Luxardo Maraschino, which my wife loves this a ton. Thomas Handy Sazerac Rye Whiskey. I think this is the 2010 bottle. Old Boudreaux's insanely small batch bourbon whiskey. This was the second release. This stuff is really cool. Super tasty. I've got Pappy Van Winkle 12-year-old Lot B here. George T. Stagg. I think this is also the 2010 edition. We have some Pappy Van Winkle 20-year. And some Pappy Van Winkle 15-year. Of the three I have, the 12, 20, 15, I like the 15 the best. A little bit left of my W.L. Weller 12. I love this bottle. I wish I could get these all the time because I would love to get this. And last time I heard it's going for an insane amount of money, and it should go back to being like a $35 bourbon. Old Granddad 114. Love this in a mint julep. And we got some Ramazzotti Amaro. Hopefully you're taking notes as we go through this so you guys can remember what I need to put on my back bar. Appleton Estate's Signature now. I started using this one back when it was the VX, and I still call it the VX, but I think it's the Signature now. I would get confused. Tequila Pueblo Viejo. So this is a Reposado. I love the Pueblo Viejo stuff. I think it's just great for kind of a nice little mixing tequilas. Good price point, good product. The Nuestra Soledad. This is a mezcal. Kind of one of the cheaper mezcals. Something to mix with it. It's just nice. Here's a bottle of Jose Cuervo tequila. I think this is from, I don't know, based on the tax label, I'm going to say maybe 80s or something like that. Maybe a third of a bottle left. A bottle of Bozal Mezcal. Quiche? I don't know. I know I'm butchering that one. So people who know how to pronounce it, tell me how wrong I got it. That stuff's really interesting and cool. I think this is the one. I have two of them. This one's Bozal Quiote. One of these two tastes like cigarettes to me. I forgot which one it was. It's kind of an odd flavor. Fortaleza. This is the Añejo, which is super fun to sip on. I love that. And then I've got two of the Blanco Pueblo Viejos. So this is the 104 higher proof. This is the standard 80 proof. Again, those are kind of like my standard tequila pours that I've been doing the last couple of years. Tanqueray gin. Again, this is like my standard pour. This and Beefeater are kind of my two gins that I go to. I don't have any Beefeater right now though, which I like Beefeater. Campari, of course, is kind of a must-own for a home bartender. Pierre Franz Dry Curacao. This stuff I feel like I need to understand how to use it better. I feel like I use it in some stuff, but I don't know if I'm using it to its full potential, so I think I need to kind of work on that a little bit. Plantation 3-Star. Again, this is like a nice white mixing rum for me that I use in terms of just, yeah, it's really flexible and a good price point. I like it a lot. We're digging in the back here. Herb Saint. This is an anise liqueur, so it's, not liqueur, spirit really, because it's basically like a absinthe pretty much. And I don't really drink absinthe by itself. I just mix it in very small amounts in cocktails. Okay, not even opened yet. So, Bull's Geneva. Classic cocktail ingredient that I should open because I haven't opened this one in a while. Tanqueray Malacca. I got this a few years ago when they first brought it out. And it's just really cool gin to play with. All right. I got two cask finished gins from Copperworks Distilling. They're in Seattle. So this one is their gin and they age it in sherry cask, and this one's their gin and they age it in a new oak cask. And they're both super tasty, and I really enjoy those. And then I've got two gins from a distillery up in San Juan Islands. I've got a few liqueurs from them. So this is their kind of, their Spy Hop. This is distilled with an apple base, or I believe is for their base distillate. Harvest Select variety. And this is their Woodlands version. So they harvest a lot of botanicals locally from the island, and they use that as part of the gin making process. And it's really cool because it tastes just like the island smells, which is really interesting. Famous Grouse, nice little blended scotch. Got to make that for the rusty nails. Lemon Heart 151. So this is the latest edition, I believe, that they have out. White Lion VSOA. So this is a coconut Iraq, and this was brought to the U.S. a long time ago, and it's a really cool product. I don't know if any of this stuff is getting imported to the U.S. right now. Maybe one bottle or something, but I would love to see this come back because it's really cool. This is Okolihau. So this is a product that you see in some really old tiki drinks. But I got this when I went to Hawaii in 2008, or no, maybe 2012. I'm not sure. One of those times, somewhere in there. This is Gold Label Light Trelawney Jamaican Rum. I'm guessing this is also maybe 80s, from the 80s, I think, somewhere in there. Batavia, Iraq. Again, another cool liqueur out of Indonesia, that kind of part of the country. And it's really fun to mix with in drinks sometimes. Just adds a little bit different flavor to it. Foursquare Port Cask Finish Rum. So this is from bottled in 2014. Foursquare makes really delicious stuff that I really enjoy. That probably should not be in the back of the shelf. Pacific, this is an absinthe out of Woodinville, Washington. And this is kind of like, I use absinthe so rarely that it just usually is like drops in cocktails, small amounts. I think if this bottle has been lasting me for years now because I don't drink absinthe by itself, and so it lasts a long time. Evan Williams bourbon, nice little cheap mixing bourbon. It's great for mixing drinks for friends who don't really know a lot because it's decent, and yeah. Yellow Chartreuse. The Foursquare 2004 bottling. Lovely Barbados rum. This is a Virgin Islands Cruzan rum. I think this is from the 70s maybe. I'm not totally sure exactly. Maybe 80s, probably 80s honestly. This is Lost Spirits. So they're a distillery in Los Angeles. I think they're expanding to Las Vegas soon. So this is their 61% Navy style rum. This is their, what they did is a Prometheus rum. So this is higher proof. It's basically this product that they apply another process to, and they get this. And they didn't make a lot of bottles of this, so this one's pretty rare, I think. A bottle of Kirschwasser, so a cherry liquor, and then you see it in a lot of really old classic cocktails. More Plantation, 73% dark rum. La Favorite Rum Agricole, so I love this in a tea punch. Works really well. Plantation Trinidad 1999 bottling. A lot of rum. I like rum a lot. Appleton's 21-year bottle. We only have one shelf left. We're getting so close, guys. Plantation Rum 2000, the Jamaica bottling. Really good. I sip things really slowly so I can enjoy them over a long period of time. We have Lemon Heart 151. So this is the most current bottling. This is the one right before it. So I have those, and then I have Lemon Hearts 151 from before this one. So basically you've got a lineup of 3 151s going back. This one, they stopped this in 2000, I don't remember, 2000 something. So yeah, one day I'll do a comparison of all those together, which would be really cool. Arundel Cane Rum, so this is from the Callwood Distillery in the Perdis Virgin Islands. And it's really interesting. So that's one I need to dig into. It's an interesting rum. It tastes really odd, but kind of good. I don't know yet. I'm still trying to decide if I like it. Lost Spirits Jamaican. Another interesting product. Edward Teach 12-year-old Cayman Islands rum. I don't really know much about this. I think it's just some rum that they slapped a label on, but it's actually pretty decent. Tastes good. I've got a bottle of Plantation Barbados XO. So this one was selected by Jason Alexander of Devil's Reef, I believe, is the label on that one. Really tasty. All right, so now we're getting down. We're getting down there. We got a Verna here, an Amaro, Luxardo's Amaro Albano, Chinar, tasty stuff. We have Bitter Truth Violet liqueur. I've got Amir Picon. It's really tasty. Chartreuse VEP. Green is the green. This stuff's really delicious. Probably not something I'll mix with all that often. Clement Creole Shub. This is I think they changed their formulation just a little bit. This is the older one. Trader Vic's macadamia nut liqueur. Can add some interesting notes to some old-fashioned style drinks. Bitter Truth apricot liqueur. Cronin Swedish Punch. This is Creme de Violette from Rothman and Winter. So basically these are kind of the same thing. Tastes a little bit different. This one's not very much left. Drambuie, nice little Scotch liqueur. Cointreau. Some cane syrup. Those tea punches. We have Benedictine here. I love Benedictine. I've always loved it when I first started tasting it. Thimbleberry brandy. Again, this is at San Juan Distillery. They make really cool liqueurs and all sorts of things. Cherry herring. Rhubarb brandy. Same San Juan Distillery. Fir liqueur. Same San Juan Distillery. Giffard's peach liqueur. This is good because it reminds me of all the stuff that I forgot I had. Barrow's Intense. This is a ginger liqueur. Really strong. I like it a lot. Giffard's banana liqueur. We obviously been enjoying that one. Not much left. Giffard's elderflower. A good one. Grand Marnier. And let me see if there's anything else down here I'm missing. I think these are all just, oh, that's not true. Willet Rye whiskey that I didn't have before. And I think that's everything. It's not a duplicate. So I'm not totally sure how many bottles I have. Maybe somebody watching the video wants to count and see how it goes. But I think that's everything we have actually, which is really cool. So knowing that you know about our bar, so it's kind of a tiki nautical style bar, but really we make all kinds of drinks, classic stuff, everything. It really covers the entire range. So don't feel like you have to pick out stuff that's really like for a tiki drink because we make everything. So go through it, give me some suggestions. Obviously we're gonna need stuff like the standard, gin, brandy, whiskey, that kind of stuff. But, pick out some that I haven't maybe gonna play with for a while, and then we'll put it up there and hopefully it'll make us use it more, which is really cool. So yeah, recommend 50 bottles, recommend 1 bottle. But yeah, thanks for watching. We're gonna have more episodes really soon on Better Cocktails at Home, and we'll be seeing you next time.